It is no secret that Lake Tahoe has some of the most beautiful scenery with the crystal clear lake, towering pine trees, and that aromatic smell of pine everywhere you turn. We are going to take you on 4 breathtaking trails to Vikingsholm, the hidden Eagle Lake, discovering abandoned railroad tunnels, and reaching the top of Castle Rock to see the sunset. We started the morning by going to this cute coffee shop called Drink Coffee Do Stuff. I was drawn to the outdoor rustic feel of this coffee shop and excited to try a latte with one of their house-made syrups. I got the lavender latte topped with dried lavender leaves. It was good, but if I'm being completely honest, it was a little too earthy for me. Our first hike is to Vikingsholm, which has been a dream for me to visit as I truly love historic homes. It is a steep hike down to Emerald Bay, but they do have resting areas periodically along the trail to catch your breath. Laura and I loved traveling, but particularly appreciated the art and architecture of Nordic countries. She even traveled with her architect to get inspiration for her Scandinavian castle. She included these design elements in the woodwork, stone walkways, plants growing on the roof accented with the roof carvings, and completing the design with the ornate hardware on the doors. I love how she included the diamond pattern on the doors and again on the window panes. It appears like Vikingsholm has always meant to be in Emerald Bay. Okay, so we are here in October and the Vikingsholm is closed September 30th, so that's a bummer. But DNR did come and tell us a few things because they were out and about. And apparently Laura loved to entertain, and so she would have everyone pull up through this little tunnel, pull up in front of the house, and they would come out with their gorgeous ball gowns, and she loved to entertain, so she hosted all of these balls. It was so neat. I can't imagine in its time coming in with my vehicle and my beautiful gown and going in for this ball. She did it all the time. She hosted all the time. It was gorgeous. In the middle of the bay is Finette Island, where Laura liked to enjoy her tea in her tea house. Laura had a boat that she would use to get back and forth from the island. Since the water is so cold, it is forbidden to swim. However, you are free to visit the island by kayak or boat. Interestingly, it is the only island in Lake Tahoe. It's so cool. Okay, so the average temperature of Lake Tahoe is 41 to 68 degrees, and I want to get in the water. It is something that I've wanted to do. I don't know that it would be classified as a polar plunge. I think anything cooler than, what is it, like 60 degrees or something? I don't know. But anyway, I want to feel the rush of the cold water shocking my body. So I think I'm gonna try it. I'm kind of scared. At the Vikingsholm beach, I only went up to like my knees, but I put my bathing suit on this time. So I think I'm gonna try it and see how I feel. Oh my God, it is so cool. Can't believe it, we just saw a bear. So we were driving just around Lake Tahoe and somebody stopped and pulled over and flashing their lights at us. And usually in Indiana, that means there's a cop ahead, you need to slow down. But no, apparently that means there's a bear ahead.
What's up, Papa Bear?
So we got to just see a bear in the safety of our vehicle, but up close. It was so cool. It is said that the best place to see the sunset is on top of Castle Rock. The hike to Castle Rock isn't bad, it's just getting to the top that is challenging. My fear of heights is so annoying, but I was not going to let this stop me, so I climbed to the top and sat tucked between two rocks. I was determined to make it to the top, but no chance of getting anywhere close to the edge. We got there early enough to get a good seat, as it gets really busy closer to sunset. The sunset was breathtaking, to say the least, and I was so glad I got to see these views of Lake Tahoe from so high up on Castle Rock.
Conquer your fear of heights.
Yeah! We are ending the day on top of Castle Rock for a sunset view, and it was amazing. And man, today was just a day of conquering my fears. I climbed that entire Castle Rock is what it's called, but it was so high up in the air, and I conquered my fear of getting in the water with it being super freezing. It's just something I wanted to do on my bucket list. So we will see you in the morning. Not sure if you can hear me with all of this wind, but we took the morning kind of slow today. We were pretty worn out from hiking all day yesterday, but today we are in Truckee, and I found this really cute coffee shop that had a tiramisu latte. It was fantastic. And now we are at these abandoned railroads. So we're gonna go tour that and hike down yet another mountain and then back up. So we went around and up, and now we're back at the tunnels, and look where we have to go. I don't think so. I don't know that I can do that. Okay, so when you see the steel bars in the side of the mountain, that's a no-go for me, no go. But we ended up walking around and making it, thankfully. In 1866, the Central Pacific Railroad needed a solution to overcome the large amount of snowfall. The chief engineer was convinced that if a mammoth-sized plow were placed on the locomotive, then it would easily push through the snow out of the way, especially going 60 miles an hour. Even at the weight of 41,860 pounds, the Sierra snow stopped the train. The solution was to build snow sheds, and eventually the railroad conquered the Sierra snow by building 40 miles of snow sheds out of timber. The sparks from the locomotives would often start fires, so eventually they were replaced with concrete snow sheds. Made it all the way back to the end of the tunnel to about where we started. We kind of came down in between two tunnels down that hill. So now we are coming to the end of the rail completely, and we're hoping that maybe it'll be just a gentle, nice walk back to our car, and maybe we just miss this little path. But I really do not want to climb back up that huge hill. Well, so far this is looking promising. Well, too bad we didn't find this parking lot when we came. Okay, so apparently if we would have turned right instead of left when we parked, we would have found this one parking lot right by the entrance, but instead we did it and we are going to hike up the hill, cross the road, and hopefully our car will be on the other side. Do you see our car?
No.
Seriously?
You made it.
We made it. We found this really cute coffee shop. It's called Three Pines, and I had a gingerbread latte, super good with organic syrups, and it was served in an actual mug, so love, love, love that. And then right next door was this cute little cafe called Sprouts, and so everything there is organic, cage-free eggs, the whole 9 yards, so healthy and right up my alley. So we went ahead and picked up some sandwiches to go, and we're gonna go hike and try to relax a little bit, sit and enjoy some waterfalls, and just have lunch. It'll be great. So when we first walked into the park, it said no permit required, so we're gonna take advantage of this wilderness area and hopefully get some really nice views of the lake and other things, but it is quite a hike. It's been uphill the whole time. I'd like to say that I'd be able to tell you which hike was my favorite, but there's not one that stands out from the other. They're all amazing. Hiking to Spooner Lake was absolutely gorgeous, and unfortunately it's our last hike here in Lake Tahoe, and we will definitely be back. It is worth it. We're here in October, and I don't think there's any downtime in Lake Tahoe. It's busy year round, but the best advice I can give you is to start early. We started this hike at 9:30 this morning. We were pretty much alone the whole time, but now that we're hiking back, there are so many people. And same with Vikingsholm. When we hiked that, we started that at 8:30. There was maybe 1 or 2 other cars, not a lot. But then when we were done with the hike, the parking lot was packed. So definitely come to Lake Tahoe, start early, and just take a minute to stop and enjoy the sights. Just sit and enjoy it and listen to the birds and nature. It was wonderful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.